of looks like what the kind of dreads that Jamal wears. That kind of like oversized t-shirt and then like a backwards cap or something.
Can't really tell. It's definitely possible.
I was him. I probably want to go to the city.
In the description of the Sanchez.
I'm sure. I think the plate ends in 8-6.
If I was the Sanchez driver, I'd be going towards a parking lot where I'd have a vehicle parked. So maybe somewhere.
I don't even know. Where's the nearest garage?
Iron Hog.
The original suspect that opened fire was wearing a white sports shirt, a bald head with a black sports bandana.
I can't think of anything else that's nearby in Sandy. Harmony.
Come to check the tunnel that goes from the hippie camp of Joshua towards
yeah, 400 cleared it.
That black Mercedes that passed us earlier down at the scene below, they just passed up as well. So they're driving around still.
I wonder what started this.
Well, looking at the report title, it's just 1038 gray burrito into OIS. So imagine
okay. Yeah.
Construction tower and apparently slow rolling outside of the Maze Bank Tower now, where we have barriers set up.
Everyone, you stated that you saw the Sanchez westbound on Joshua, is that correct?
Maybe, but we couldn't locate.
What was your nearest cross westbound on Joshua?
It was just east of Sandy Shores.
Okay.
If that's the case, I think we might have to clear Polito again. Go stab.
One's clearing Sonora Way currently.
Let's pick up a flagged vehicle back there.
I know, and then back
flagged
towards
from
the
an
city
hour
for a
ago.
recon.
Okay. I guess so. Unless it was just like a long pursuit.
If anyone notices any 1060s or anything like that in the area of Sandy, Grapeseed, Stab, anything like that, call it out, please.
Here's a Sanchez.
I'm
gonna check if it's
the GG.
tempered.
Yeah, it's GG. All right.
It's not being tampered with.
This is the second time in 2 days that GG have tried to kill a bunch of cops.
I've already designated 2 units.
Happened yesterday too.
Once we have everybody loaded up, that is going to clear the hospital.
They're not going to be happy with my latest investigation.
Which one's that?
Myself and the unit that has evidence.
River and I are working on doing
yeah, I've heard about it actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Please listen to what he needs.
I've got one.
You and Nova work well together.
Nova doesn't work well with anyone. She's kind of a lone wolf, but I do work with her quite a lot. So Nova and I do work together a lot, but she's very much lone wolf type of person.
329, I'm gonna twist westbound on 68. Check building storage.
She doesn't like to bring people in sometimes. I kind of force my way in because she needs help sometimes and doesn't want to ask for it.
She can be a bit stubborn, I'll give you that.
But I do like working with her though.
That's just a cyclist. We've got so many people up here and we saw nothing.
Makes me think he swapped to something else.
Yeah.
Or he's just sitting in the bush.
All downed officers rounded up.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
There's still one here that I think you missed.
Can you rent helicopters at Eric's? I think you can, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I was thinking that he might have just dropped the helicopter off, gone on the Sanchez from Chiliad, and then... Because I think GG have done that a few times, where they've had keys to some Sanchez's on top of Chiliad, gone up there and then ridden... You okay, boss?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go panning.
Oh, okay.
Can you do me a favor? Can you flash me your ID?
I am. My name's Ali Dabalo.
You guys,
What's that, sorry?
securing
Zell.
the
I know you, Zell. Thanks very much,
SMH,
appreciate you.
Please
Yeah, no
get
worries.
loaded up now and meet me at the front of the parking garage.
Yeah, it's not
For
her.
the barriers that the.
I saw a blue shirt.
Yeah, no, you're 100% on
Sick old painter with a stolen car.
Running out anyway, so then maybe if you want to get them.
Yeah, verbal.
Dispatch 405, do you want me back up in Air 1 again once I've refueled? Do you mean to catch
Hey,
anyone?
Queen Elizabeth, how are you?
Good, thank you. Hey, how much do you know about Vivian Gray?
Hospital bus, correct?
I've only heard good things.
Oh, Air 1 can, yeah.
I am going to offer her a position.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because she was in my position in a neighboring
units
city.
that are supposed to be heading out towards SMH
Like
to
she
clear
was the
first,
chief of
please head out
police.
now.
Oh, really?
I've heard
Okay.
nothing but good things for her,
we believe we have
and
that
apparently
individual
she's a
dressed in
really
blue.
good pickup for
Eric
P&T.
St. Kudo Swamps.
Hey, Tony.
Air 1's en route.
Run the
Hospital looks
jet,
clear.
Okay, hold on, wait 2 seconds.
Negative. Seems to be wearing blue with some sort of blue hat. Has
You can let him know that we just found this guy. So it might... Oh, never mind. Sanchez.
That's the same play that I had on.
Okay, Reed. Yeah, go. I completely agree. Percy's already recommended Vivian, so I completely agree.
Now he's just doing off-road stuff. I'm losing visual on BCB.
Going off-road, headed westbound.
Air 1's about a minute out. Trying to keep it as long as you can.
We're going clockwise around the outside of AirX. Clockwise, westbound, currently.
Be advised, I don't see any pink on their outfit, so this might not be the same guy.
To me, it looks like a pink collar based on the photo. I could be wrong.
I thought I saw pink on
It looks to me like it.
undershirt. I'm not sure.
I can't 100%, but it looks like the individual from the photo. We're now on the western side of AirX.
I'm parallel to your south off-road.
He's approaching the main road. Here shortly, he might jump onto. We're currently BCB on him.
Fuck me.
If you're intercepting, intercept either from 68 to Great
Yeah, he could have gone down here. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to gamble.
Officers are at the hospital now, where I'm loading now.
In position on bike.
You send it.
Unknown, we're BCB. There's 3 different locations he could have gone. He could have gone into the tunnel, or he could have continued around. We don't have eyes.
I think he would have turned off.
Around AirX.
I just passed 68, headed down to Great Ocean. I don't see anything.
Honestly, the worst thing is if he gets back to the city. Yeah, we tried to clear a few, but there's way too many.
Copy. I'm clearing some now.
Air 1's in the area. We're checking with thermals.
I think it's likely that he's sent him up Great Ocean, jumping onto the bridge into the tunnel and going up Great Ocean. That's my presumption, but I don't know.
Right, I got someone in a bush here. Stand by, just gotta get. It's on the northern side of the AirX runway, right at the end. There's an individual in the bush.
That could be it.
That could be where he's located.
On the inside or outside?
He's out. There he is.
No, this is the guy. This is 100% the guy. Northbound Great Ocean Highway.
You're cleared to open fire. Get out of your vehicle to do so. Individual from the Sanchez.
Yeah, he's
Heading off-road towards AirX.
sending it. Go in front of you, BCSO.
Traveling eastbound, Garcia?
If I got a tire.
Yeah, he's on road, on main road, traveling eastbound. Correct.
Oh, got you comms eastbound through AirX. Still eastbound now, approaching Route 68, descending. Still pushing eastbound.
Thank you.
Route 68, eastbound through AirX now.
Just hard push.
Air 1 as soon as you can, and when it's safe to do so, engine off and back on, please.
I don't know now.
Standby is off-road, pushing directly eastbound through the swamps. On the
Should be
dirt
good
road,
now,
running
right?
parallel to the swamp road.
You're good now.
Still off-road now.
Oh, I wish we had some units still motor sorted.
Road, pushing directly up northbound.
I didn't think that. Oh my god.
Am I cutting
Want
him
Air
off
1
here?
gunners to shoot him or no?
Negative, negative.
Visual contact up now. We're still pushing northbound directly up Mount Josiah. At first, we're being closest to AirX now.
I'm just thinking where we could go.
Road.
Where would he go?
Still
Probably
pushing northeast direction though.
like Stab City.
He's now coming back down towards the swamp.
pushing south.
It's gonna come back towards us.
He's following
Maybe.
Charlie.
If he comes down this path, we can shoot from here.
Still pushing to the east.
Very
Down.
rough terrain.
Abram,
Can
he's
hear it in
struggling
Bancroft's
too.
voice. He's
Still crossing
struggling.
over, still eastbound. Stand by. Transitioning to the north, pushing back east. He's gonna come out
Let's
towards
get
New
over
Stab
to
City.
Stab. That's where he's going to come out at.
I'm on Stab City right now.
One now near the wooden bridge, whatever unit that is, down near the wooden bridge in case he goes
3,
in
2, 1.
Yeah, I'm here. At the
Northbound, approaching the tip of Mount Josiah on the eastern side. Straight towards Stab City. Stand by, still pushing directly north.
Okay.
So northbound over the ridge line now, coming down towards Stab City. Towards the train tracks. He might try and get in the train.
I called it. I didn't want to go over there.
He's sending it. Stand by. Still mobile on the train tracks. He's 50 on the bush, directly underneath Air 1. Pull back on his feet.
Clear to just shoot this guy down? 22 is back on the bike.
On the train tracks now, running parallel with Calafia Road. The west, approaching the tunnel. Air 1 BCB, 3, 2, 1, BCB.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's continuing.
Going through to Lumberyard, looks like.
Exiting the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay, we're low on gas, though.
He might jump in the water or something.
Off-road down towards Cassidy Trail, pushing east. East on the southern side of Cassidy Trail is going to come out to Calafia Road, still pushing eastbound now.
Fuck's sake.
Eastbound, directly on Cassidy Trail. Approaching Calafia Road. Great King, northbound Calafia. Passing the northern side, circling around. Gonna head towards Grapeseed now. I'm transitioning to the east on Calafia.
Yeah, let's get someone staging on Grapeseed Main, waiting for him to come off the dirt track.
329.
Straight towards Grapeseed, eastbound on Calafia now. Still eastbound.
I'm trying to eat a sandwich at the same time. Cork is mate.
Eastbound now.
Espinosa, no!
Oh, no.
Secure Espinosa.
335, we'll go.
Still eastbound on the dirt road, heading straight towards Grapeseed now.
Barrack 311, stand by.
Still eastbound now with that Sanchez.
I think Davenport wants motor for this. I don't blame him.
Still eastbound on North Calafia, approaching Grapeseed now. About 1 minute out.
Less than that, about 20 seconds, honestly.
Right here.
Or you should have contact with him shortly. We're still eastbound. Off-road towards Grapeseed Main Street now.
Sorry.
By his off-road towards the bushes, running behind Grapeseed towards Grapeseed Main Street. Pushing directly northbound on Grapeseed Main Street, pushing through the area, pushing directly eastbound towards the airfield and running parallel with CP Road eastbound.
If you're on CB,
Let's
get
see
ready
you.
to open fire, I believe.
Under a bridge VCB, stand by. He could have dunked it in the water directly under that bridge. He's still mobile, back eastbound through Seaview. Directly northbound off-road.
We're shooting from vehicles, guys.
Still northbound off-road, running through the field. Stand by, approaching O'Neill Way and Union. Still northbound off-road, pushing eastbound now. Pushing eastbound Jode Lane, pushing off-road again. Stand by. Still full sending eastbound. He's shot. He's down.
Yeah, he's down.
They did it.
There we go.
Barrack, yeah, that's Espinosa, correct?
Is he down?
Yeah.
Everyone
He's
pitched
down.
in and catching him and losing him and catching him and losing him. That was good.
Intercept on the bridge, go.
Don't scare the cows.
Fuck the cows, I need burgers.
Hey, R1. would you be able to go down to the scene where he was shooting and collect evidence if it's still there?
Where, the building he was on?
The black reflective glass.
I
one.
got you. En route.
I believe directly west to the Maze Bank Tower.
Here he is. Good.
Yeah, this is 100% the same individual, same pink color.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And close.
Copy that, good find. Horver found originally in RX, right?
The combination of Espinosa, then Corver at RX.
Well done, guys.
That was good shit.
Is Espinosa okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Copy that. What happened to it?
Well, you fell off the train.
Alright, I don't need to expose them like that on radio.
New Taurus, defective brakes, understandable. Understandable. You know, Ford doesn't make Tauruses anymore for a reason.
I'm pretty sure he was on foot.
10-3, 10-3, 10-3.
He's GSR positive, he does not have a gun
Idea
on
of
him,
it
so
anyway.
Copy. It might be on top of Chiliad. In the bush, maybe.
By the helicopter?
Yeah, I'll head up there and find the heli.
He did also
He was
fall
at
off at Stab
RX.
City, so...
Yeah, but wasn't he hiding in RX? There's a lot of dumpsters there.
Yeah.
He was also hiding in that bush too, just north of RX.
We lost him for so long.
Okay, I'll head to RX and begin clearing dumpsters.
Yeah, we lost him for like 15 minutes.
He was heading from west to east on 68 by RX.
Like it could be at the top of
Okay, do we have
Chiliad. It
medical
could be
come from
anywhere
this guy?
halfway down Chiliad. It could be all over.
Hold on, sorry, but I asked you earlier. Well, what shift are you, like officially?
I am shift 1.
Okay.
I'm normally like all of shift 1, but what I was gonna say is that the detectives in shift 3 had been down so bad without any backup or any help or any
See if he's got the
more
rental
senior
documents that heli on him as well. Might be a good
seasoned
indicator.
hand, I guess I would say, for the detectives, that they needed some guidance. So I shifted my schedule around to come around to all of 3
We have a
and
double up unit that can
most
come
of
to
them,
Cassidy Trail for
just to help out.
Taurus.
That like Ashley and Lucy and Daisy.
250. Yeah.
Because Daisy wasn't around all too often to help guide Ashley and Lucy.
Yeah.
Although they do
Do you think
homicide
anybody's
stuff.
coming for this
and
guy, or do you feel like he's alone?
Homicide.
You don't like
Considering he
that?
hasn't been picked up yet, probably alone is what I would imagine.
I'm very much a narcotics
Alright, we'll
kind of
split
guy.
to Cassidy.
I'll
then.
help out with homicide, but like I'll help out with a scene, but I'm never gonna lead like a larger picture for it. I want to hand it off to those that actually want to do that. You know.
Be advised, we do
Fair
have
enough.
casings on that building. It's going to be on the north.
I do have one serial killer though that I am prosecuting, but that's simply because he was targeting me and Harper.
What the hell? Why you guys?
Because Max insulted him, and Max is dating Harper, so he decided to get back at Max by attacking Harper, and then Harper's good friends with me, so he decided to attack me because of Harper.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bar 1 is 76 to Great Sea for the 47.
Did you catch him yet?
Oh yeah. He's in Bolingbroke. We're waiting for the DOJ on the docket stuff. We actually, do you know Cornelius, the taxi driver?
Yeah.
We caught him because of Cornelius.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. He was Cornelius was a victim of his, and then he decided to go back and abuse Cornelius again, and Cornelius knew that he could trust myself and Harper, and let us know that he was going to a suspicious call by somebody that sounded like the person from before, and we showed up and caught him.
Oh, nice.
Shit.
So, yeah, Cornelius saved
There's
the
also the
day.
bush that he was hiding in when he was spotted by A1.
Yeah, I remember that bush, so I'll head down there and check it.
I don't really want to leave these guys, but we'll head back after this. Once these guys move out, we'll go back to Mission Row.
The northwestern side of the Eric.
So on the outskirts of it, correct?
Yeah, outskirts.
And you said the northwestern side?
That one's on the way back. We can help direct your roads.
Did we recover the helicopter as well, or?
Negative.
Negative. I don't know where it is. I'm on the top of Chiliad, and I don't see it up here.
Considering he was able to get a Sanchez, it might be somewhere within Grapeseed.
Negative. Usually there's a couple of Sanchez's parked on top of Chiliad. And if that's where the tracker went off, he probably parked it there, grabbed the Sanchez, and went down. That's what I suspect, anyway. I can't imagine what else.
Yeah,
would happen.
that's what I thought. So, and then I'm up here, and I don't see the heli, so I'm confused.
I mean, that can happen.
Yeah, sure.
On top of the roof of the building, is it?
Negative. I didn't see it.
All right. Other possibility is that he parked it in a way that to make it fall down, or maybe pushed it with a bike or something. That's possible.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check off of Calafia, like Calafia Road, as there are places where he could have landed the heli and stolen a Sanchez or another vehicle.
Davenport just brought up a good point. He could have had a parachute and just jumped out.
Sorry, Jack, I'm
He
snacking.
also could have left everything important in the heli, like the gun and all that shit.
49, I'm back on radio. It was definitely the tourist's fault, alright?
Do we have a preference where we want EMS to take him, whether it's Sandy or in the city?
Apologies, Snow, I was on the wrong side.
All good. I'm touching down now. Gonna get quick refuel while you guys having a look around.
320. I think Garcia just asked you a question.
10-9. 10-9 Garcia. No.
Do we have a preference? Where do you want to take him? 95 with Sandy or the city?
We have every other suspect in the city, so.
Yeah, let's go city.
Alright. EMS, you hear that?
Confirm 76 to SMH.
Alright, nice. We should go get a tow for my car that's in the water.
We have the evidence secured from the vehicle, by the way, roads. So when you guys are finished up with getting medical.
You know what? We can carry on the interview now, Posey. Okay, so let's say rank doesn't. Wait, hold on. Now you were asking me questions. Have you got any more questions for me? Yeah.
I have a bunch of questions for you.
Go on then. Hit me with them now.
Okay. If you could pull in any single person into the LSPD who has either said they are not interested or has already declared elsewhere, who would you pull in?
Guys, we haven't located anything in the bushes.
God. Probably
and not your husband. I want to.
Not my husband. The first name that comes to mind, and I'll be honest, is Stubble. Because I think Stubble really has what it takes to
run out of fuel by
lead,
from these bushes.
but also not need a lot of assistance from us. And I think if we gave him an idea of what we want, he'd run with it and he'd be perfectly fine. We did offer him, but I think at the end of the day, he wanted to stick with PBSO because he felt he didn't want to leave them behind, which I completely understand.
That's a good answer. For I guess like clarity or completion or whatever, you know, whatever. I had a conversation with Libby a couple hours after she got chief.
Yeah.
How low it is? I'm sort of
And
hitting, like,
she gave me a couple of suggestions of who she was thinking for assistant chief, and asked for like a couple of people she hadn't thought of, and Stubble was my first recommendation.
Yeah, for sure. He's a really good cop. I just hope Toretti treats him right.
Yeah, agreed.
Where did I go in the water here?
I don't remember.
I think it was past.
No, it was about here because I remember I was wondering whether we went backwards or not to grab to see if there was a car at the end.
Really British just then.
It should be around here. I think.
Even without the firearm, do you think we'd have enough?
I wonder if the track is still working.
100%. 100%. We have a photo of this individual by the helicopter.
Also taking a picture of
I think
the
also been washed away.
was called out.
I think it was around here somewhere.
I think so too.
I'm gonna get wet.
We can get a LSIA and check if there's a vehicle parked there from the rental spot.
It's Ming.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I almost just got bombed! Started crashing behind me on Great Ocean. Gig.
Was it you yesterday, however, who had a jet slam into him on the swamp?
Wait, what? 10-9?
We were chasing somebody in the swamp, and you know how the jets sometimes collide into each other because they don't know how to fly?
Bandit!
One of them hit the interceptor or something.
Oh no, I was
it was something.
I'm calling a tow!
Those are the pilots.
They're coming to get it once we leave.
I don't know how I missed it.
Yeah.
Maybe they still have access to chat.
I mean,
We'll make mistakes, person. Okay, what other questions you got?
I want a
hang
76
up.
to LSIA.
Okay. Let's say this is day 59. I have offers from BCSO and LSPD. Why should I choose LSPD?
I think you personally, I'll make this personal. Both me and Libby have experience with being a detective and being an investigator, and I think we would have the best capability of us and, you know, I guess Tessa in the state and Toretti. I think we would know the best way to make sure you're supported doing the work that you want to do. Because I think we have the experience there to make sure that you've got everything you need, and the main thing is that you're enjoying yourself and doing the work you're passionate about. Whereas I don't know whether the other departments could do that. I think I definitely think they'd give it a good go, but I really want to make sure that we have a home for people like yourselves who are doing that work.
The primary on this scene
Are you worried about individuals that are going after spicier investigations?
Pull over the van and then document that it had weed in it.
Define spicier.
So any
let's say Rico as an example.
That's not spicy to me. That should, if that can become a fear that we can instill in these criminal bastards, then I hope we can. I really hope we can do that. God forbid these gangs get what's coming for them, acting like gangs.
What about investigations into the mayor's office?
I'd hope that we could get something going with the mayor's office. Wait, I thought I was thinking about DOJ for a second, but the actual mayor's office.
Yeah, like let's say corruption in a mayoral office, for an example. I'm just picking out wild guesses. You know, this is not anything I have any evidence for or any cases towards. I just am curious as to the spicy investigation thought.
I have, both me and Libby, I think one of the reasons she brought me in is because of my stance on corruption, and because she wants a zero tolerance policy on corruption in our PD, and I think that should extend to the way we look at things outside the PD, and I think it would be unjust for us to not investigate the mayor's office because it could bite us in the ass. If we're doing the right thing to look for corruption in a job or a position like that, then I think we're doing the right thing. So,
Okay.
You would have our support.
I kind of want some more like general thoughts as well. Like, I guess we maybe we can do this back at the office or whatever. But I want to know what your plans are for a detectives.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I can talk a little bit about it. I mean, it's
if you guys haven't thought much about it, I can spew some of my own thoughts, but it'd be good to know where you guys' heads are at.
So right now, we're unsure whether it's going to be like a whole kind of UPD unit, or it's going to be whether it's going to be left to us as LSPD to kind of get our own detectives. If it is left to us, what we want to do is have detectives, and it's going to be regardless of rank. Patrol rank, I mean there, sorry. It's basically what Reed and I have in mind is having sub-departments for detectives, so that you can join and be a detective without having to do the detective work you don't want to do. So having a homicide unit and a narcotics unit and a white-collar crime unit, just to, those are just examples that Reed gave me. And then supporting the people who want to do that work by, hiring them into those sub-departments, and, they can still help out in the other ones, but you can grow as a homicide detective with responsibility and internal rank in that unit versus a patrol rank.
Do you think it's likely with that stance?
Hey, Spartan.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
I'll just wait for.
Yeah, you
get sitting down.
throwing shade on me.
Used to be my favorite.
Hey, Shirley. I'm back. I'm sorry.
That's all good. Still gotta wait a little bit, or
Yeah, just a little bit. There was just a 78 call, but so we're just wrapping
yeah,
up.
I know. Yeah, I was helping too, so don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
And you have no 95 or any other information?
I'll make sure I'm 10-7. Let me just give Libby a call, let her know that we're back in.
Now, do you want me to step out?
No. I'm just gonna let her. We're back in the office. Alright, she's not picking up. I'll text her.
She wasn't one of the 13s, was she?
No. I think she stayed here. Okay. Yeah.
I guess my question to you is, with that intended separation of patrol and sub-department focused ranking structure, which I think is a really good idea. I guess I'll get that out first of all. Do you feel as though those that are going to specialize heavily in more investigative focused areas, or not less patrol-y areas, right? So let's say previously SCU versus SRU. SRU are way more patrol and street focused in their activities. Do you feel that it will limit the necessarily command promotion potential of those that are less out on the streets every day, chasing fast cars versus investigating? Does that make sense? What I'm asking?
Yes, it does.
Hey, guess what, guys? I ate dinner tonight.
Well done, Reed. Well done. Thank you for taking care of yourself. But do you want to repeat that question just so we can both answer?
Yeah, sure. The topic was around the separation of patrol rank from sub department ranking structure and all that sort of stuff, which as I said in the dark, I think is a good idea. My question was around now. Let's say somebody works their way up the SRU track, the SRU sub-department promotion thing, versus somebody who's working their way up the SCU promotion thing. One individual is way more likely to be on patrol in a general day, and more likely to be the sort of person that ends up getting promoted in LSPD rankings way more. And is that a concern that we end up more with street racy type field commanders than necessarily paperworky people who can also do the job?
I can see how that happened in the past. For me, like, that is, I'm an investigator. I patrol, like, don't get me wrong, I go to things, but I was never SRU. I drive fast things. Broom, broom. Do
you see the concern in my question though? Like, do you see the, like, is it?
No, I do. That's why I'm getting there. I'm getting it. Yeah. So I want people to see where I've come from and recognize that me as a chief of police can see how people can get left behind because their focus might not be patrol. Now, for me, you don't need to be a patrol officer to command. I think that you can, and I have done this, and this isn't me tooting my own, well, it is kind of me tooting my own horn in a way, but I don't want it to be as if, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Every single time I've been promoted, it is because of an investigation that I've done. And it is because of my ability to recognize that I'm going into an investigation, find myself people to support me within that investigation, find ways to delegate, find ways to micromanage people into doing things for me, which is just delegating, I guess. But I hold very strict control over my investigations because I want to produce the best of the best. And if I can go out into the field and conduct a raid and command units to where I want them to go within a raid, then that is just as good as being able to, for me to command units within a pursuit. It's just about finding ways that if you are a paperwork cop, you can still incorporate that level of respect with officers, that you can go out and you can do a raid and they still want to support you and build you up. And a big part of that for me that I found was things like I like to stand at MRPD and do the investigations and stuff like that, but as soon as a 13 Alpha would pop off, I'd be the first person to have their back because I know that like they're going to be the first people to have my back when it comes to like doing investigations and stuff like that. So I think it's like a multi-level sort of thing to see how someone can be a great asset to a rank when they're not out there doing it all the time. I don't know if that makes, I feel like I got a little bit tangled there at the end, but I think everything I said up until the end made sense. Please tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it does make sense. Essentially, it's something that I think is gonna be maybe a bit more of like more of a conscious effort being made, I guess. At least you're conscious of it being a thing, which I kind of already assumed, but it's good to hear it at least.
The other thing is, to be honest, there's not a lot of movement. So for me, I don't know if you've heard the command structures and how they're going to be. There's 2 lieutenants and 3 sergeants per department, and that is like there's not a lot of wiggle space. So
yeah, and as
the biggest thing is people
earlier,
don't get like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying, as I said in the dark earlier, my aim has always been to reject every promotion I ever got, and I'm never going to be the one to apply for a